On the morning of 21st August 1911, Paris was bustling as usual. People were heading to work when, unnoticed by the crowd, three men quietly stepped out of the Louvre Museum. They had hidden inside the museum overnight, and that morning, they carried something wrapped in a blanket. Without drawing attention, they made their way to a nearby railway station, boarded the 8:45 train, and vanished into the city. No one knew yet that the world's most famous painting had just been stolen, the Mona Lisa. Today, that masterpiece is valued close to $1 billion. But what makes this painting so important? What secrets lie within the Mona Lisa's mysterious smile? Let's dive into the fascinating story. Leonardo da Vinci, the mastermind. Mona Lisa was painted around 1503 by the Italian genius Leonardo da Vinci. Da Vinci wasn't just a painter, he was an engineer, inventor, scientist, architect, and anatomist. His brilliance covered almost every field of knowledge at the time, from astronomy and hydrology to botany and cartography. Out of all his creations, the Mona Lisa became his most iconic work. But the question has always remained, who is the woman in the portrait? Who was she? The first major clue came in 1550, when Italian artist and writer Giorgio Vasari published Da Vinci's biography. Vasari claimed the woman was Lisa Gherardini, wife of a wealthy silk merchant from Florence named Francesco del Giocondo. This is how the painting got its famous names. Mona Lisa comes from Madonna Lisa, meaning Lady Lisa. After marriage, she became known as Lisa Giocondo, and in Italian, Giocondo also means cheerful or light-hearted, matching the famous smile. In France, her name transformed into La Joconde, which is still used today in the Louvre, but not everyone agreed with Vasari's account. Theories began to spread. Some claimed she was a noblewoman, others thought she was Leonardo's mother, and one strange theory suggested it was actually a self-portrait of Leonardo da Vinci as a woman. The truth about Lisa centuries later, new evidence confirmed that the sitter was indeed Lisa del Giocondo. Researcher Giuseppe Pallanti, after 25 years of study, uncovered archival records in Florence. He discovered that Da Vinci's father had close ties with Lisa's husband, and it's possible Leonardo's father commissioned the portrait himself. Lisa's life had its tragedies. She lost a young daughter in 1499, and some historians suggest the veil on her head in the portrait may have symbolized mourning. At the time of the painting, she was about 24 years old. From Italy to France, if both Leonardo and Lisa were Italian, why is the Mona Lisa in France today? In 1516, the French King Francis I invited Leonardo to live in France. Leonardo moved there, bringing the Mona Lisa with him, still working on it years later. After Leonardo's death in 1519, the painting was kept in the royal collection. During the French Revolution in 1797, the artwork was moved to the Louvre Museum, where it remains today. The Great Theft. This is where the dramatic 1911 theft comes in. The mastermind was an Italian nationalist named Vincenzo Peri, renamed from Vincenzo Perugia. He believed the Mona Lisa belonged in Italy, not France. Working as a Louvre employee, he hid in the museum overnight, then calmly walked out with the painting hidden under his coat the next morning. For 2 years, he kept it hidden in his Paris apartment. Eventually, when he tried to sell it to an art dealer in Florence, the truth was exposed. Peri was arrested and sentenced to a short prison term, while the painting was returned to the Louvre in 1914. Why is it so special? Unlike most artworks of its time, the Mona Lisa wasn't painted on canvas. It was done on poplar wood. It's also surprisingly small, only 77 by 53 centimeter, yet it commands enormous attention. Leonardo used a special technique called sfumato, blending outlines so that Mona Lisa's features merge with the background. This technique is also what makes her smile so mysterious. Look directly at her lips, and she seems serious. Shift your gaze to her eyes, and suddenly, her smile appears warmer. This illusion is due to Da Vinci's mastery of light, shadow, and human anatomy, knowledge he gained from dissecting bodies to study muscles and nerves. 2 Mona Lisas? Here's a surprising twist. Some experts believe there are actually 2 versions of the Mona Lisa. In 1914, another painting surfaced in London, called the Isleworth Mona Lisa. It depicts a younger-looking woman with clear expressions and columns in the background. Some say this was Leonardo's first attempt, while the Louvre's version is his perfected masterpiece. Others argue it was finished by his students. The debate continues even today. Fame. After the theft, ironically, the Mona Lisa wasn't always the world's most famous painting. Before 1911, only art enthusiasts knew of it. But after the daring theft and the worldwide headlines that followed, it became a global sensation. Today, it hangs behind bulletproof glass in a strictly climate-controlled chamber at the Louvre. Every year, millions of people from around the world visit Paris just to catch a glimpse of her mysterious smile. And for that, we can thank the thief Vincenzo Paris, because his crime turned Mona Lisa into the most recognized painting on Earth.